Start by logging into my.sinclair. Then, locate Colleague UI Web under My Home. Log into Colleague with the credentials provided by the help desk. Locate the Search for a Form field on the red toolbar and enter REQM for requisition maintenance. In the requisition lookup window, type A to create a new requisition and click OK. In the next window, click OK to automatically assign a number to the requisition. Click OK on the next window to access the REQM screen. Locate the Initiator field and enter your colleague username. Your name should appear in the field if entered correctly. Now it's time to add the vendor. Drop down to the Vendor ID field and enter the vendor's name. A list of the closest matches will appear. Once you've found a match, double-click the vendor or click Open at the bottom of the page to add them to the requisition. Make sure you don't select a vendor with Do Not Use in their description. If you enter the ID number assigned to the vendor and colleague, the vendor's info will be pulled up immediately. If your vendor does not appear, they may need to submit a W-9 to accounting so that they can be added to colleague. Visit this website for form downloads and submissions. If you enter the wrong info into this field or any field in Colleague, click the field and press Ctrl-Alt-D on your keyboard to clear it. In the Ship To field, enter 01 for shipping to and receiving at Sinclair's main campus. You can also enter ellipses or 3 dots to select from a list of available locations. In the Terms field, enter N3 for net 30 payments, and in the FOB field, enter DE for physical delivery of a product, or SV for a service that's being provided, such as a performance or a workshop. Next, you'll need to add the first approver. Scroll down to the Approvals field and click the page icon on the right to enter the APRV approval screen. In the first field under Next Approvals, the column to the right, enter the first approver's colleague username. You can also enter ellipses and search the list of approvers. When finished, click Save and then click Update. Back on the REQM screen, locate the AP type field and enter 06. If a warning about an AP type pops up, click OK. At the bottom of the screen is the Line Items field. Click the page icon to the right of the field to enter the RQIL Requisition Item List screen. Click the page icon to the right of the first row number to enter the RQIM Requisition Item Maintenance screen. Click one of the page icons to the right of the description fields. Enter the following info into the field provided. For requisitions with multiple line items, such as office equipment or lab supplies, enter the item number and description for the first item on the quote or invoice, and click Save. For requisitions for a service, such as a performance, speaking engagement, or technical support, enter a summary of the service being provided and the period of service per the contract or proposal. If this requisition is for a blanket purchase order, you can note that here as well. Then, click Save. Below the description fields is the Estimated Price field, where you'll enter the price of the item or service. Next, enter the number of items being purchased into the Quantity field. In the Unit of Issue field, enter a unit type. You can use EA for each, or enter ellipses for a list of unit types. If there are any discounts applied to the item, they can be entered by dollar amount in the Trade Discount Amount field, or by percentage in the Trade Discount Percent field. Scroll down to the GL Account Number section. In the field labeled 1, type in the GL number with no dashes. If the GL number covers the total cost of the item, hit enter twice to lock it in. If you have another GL number to enter, you can use the percent, quantity, or GL amount fields to adjust what should be applied to the first GL number. Then arrow down to field number 2 for the next number. The remaining amount will be applied to the second GL number. Repeat this process for any additional GL numbers. When all of the info for the first item is entered, click Save and then click Update. After the form clears, you can add additional line items if needed. Otherwise, click Cancel and then click Cancel again. You will return to the RQIL screen where you'll find all of your line items. If you are done entering items, click Save and then click Update. On the lower right of the REQM screen, locate the Printed Comments field and click the page icon on the right. Enter the following info: the vendor contact name, quote, or invoice number, and vendor email address. The Sinclair contact name, department, and email address. Finally, any special details, instructions, or delivery requirements if applicable. When finished, click Save. Just below the printed comments is a comment field for internal comments. Use this field to share requisition info with other internal departments in the approval process, such as GL number changes and the status of required documents. Lastly, if you would like your purchase order to be made into a blanket PO, select the blanket order option from the priority field. When the requisition is complete, locate the Requisition Done field on the bottom right of the screen and enter Y for yes. Finally, click Save, click OK on the Approvals message, and then click Update to receive a requisition number. Your requisition has now entered the approval process. You can start a new requisition at this point, or click Cancel to return to the main colleague screen. Once your requisition is complete, be sure to email all supporting documentation for your requisition to purchasing@sinclair.edu and include the requisition number in the subject. To track the status of your OLR, head back to My.Sinclair and locate Colleague Self-Serve under My Home. Select Budget Management and then Procurement. You can visit our Policies and Procedures page and view the supporting documentation for online requisitions link to make sure accounting and purchasing has everything needed to approve the requisition and create the purchase order. Please contact the purchasing department if you have questions about the online requisition process, and the help desk for issues regarding access to Colleague and the College Financials module.